Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and I'm here to bring you guys a new One Piece manga 689 prediction. And this week's chapter of One Piece actually really surprised me because I actually wasn't really expecting this to be a good chapter. And the reason why I say that is because as soon as I saw Mocha as the title for the chapter, I was just like, oh no, like I really don't want this to be all about the kids because personally, I haven't really liked the chapters dealing with the kids in this arc. Like I really haven't because to me the kids kind of felt a little bit fillerish to me. But honestly, this chapter I really enjoyed it based on the reason that I actually felt bad for the character Mocha. I mean, through the course of this chapter, of course, in the beginning, we see Zoro and Tashigi, and of course Zoro is carrying Tashigi. We see them running out of the they're like, of course, running out of the room that they were in. Zoro and Tashigi weren't really too important in this chapter, but it still is kind of cool to actually see them interacting with each other. As I said in my last prediction, I find their interactions a bit funny. But when I saw Mocha in this chapter, and we see like horse Mocha swallow the candy, and then we get the entire flashback dealing with like a Chopper breaking the truth to her about what the candy actually does to their body, and how she has to make sure she doesn't give the candy to anybody, and we just see Mocha break down and cry when like when Chopper tells her the truth about what the candy does, and she's just saying that that's not what we were promised. We were promised that we'd be okay and that we'd be out of here, and that we just want to make it to 20. And we find out that the kids, all they want to do is grow up and become adults and be able to actually meet up on the sea together. In a way, I guess you could say that they sound a bit like aspiring pirates when they say they all want to meet up on the sea eventually because they've all become such great friends. Seeing that entire flashback and then seeing Mocha going back to the present, swallow the candy, and knowing what's going on with her, knowing that she's dying, I really had to feel bad for the character. I mean, before this, I really didn't give a shit about the kids. Like, I was just like, I understood what was going on, and I understand that what Oda was striving for, to feel bad about, okay, these kids have been kidnapped, they're going through a lot right now, but I just didn't feel like as though it was really important to the story. Now, I still don't really feel as though it's really important to the overall arching story, but I feel as though I still feel bad for these kids, and I feel like it still does well for this arc for what we see. That we actually got to feel a little bit more for the character Mocha and see a little bit more insight as far as what their own dreams and goals are. So I feel like it's building her character up pretty nicely. So honestly, I would have to say, this chapter was a pretty good chapter. At the end, of course, we see Sanji and all of them after Mocha swallows the candy. She's coughing up blood, and Chopper's screaming for her and trying to get to her. And of course, she did save her friends, but all the kids, they're in shock. They're all talking about how Mocha's being selfish. We see, of course, Sanji come in and all the Marines. They eventually start to hold the kids down, and while Chopper gets ready to, I guess you could say, sedate them, take care of them, cure them so that they'll be A-okay. And then you see eventually they pick up Mocha and they're carrying Mocha off into the other room. Chopper tells them to go in another room, so he's about to try to save Mocha. And you can tell Chopper just feels really bad right now because he did tell her to take the candy, make sure they don't get the candy. And she's went through all this, and look at what's going on with her now. Of course, I do think that Chopper is going to save her. At least I hope so, because I really did feel bad for the character, especially in this chapter. Before this chapter, I really didn't care about the character, but now I'm just like, dang, Chopper has to save Mocha, because honestly, I feel really bad if something happens to that character. I would actually say though, next chapter though, I'm looking forward to, but I actually do want to kind of finish this whole scene dealing with the kids right now. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but I'm pretty sure next chapter is going to deal with Luffy, seeing as what the cliffhanger was dealing with, seeing as how we saw Luffy looking for Caesar. He's making it through. He's knocking out Caesar's men or whatever, and asking them basically where he's at, and they literally direct Luffy exactly to where he is. Which honestly, I almost feel as though Luffy shouldn't even have to do that. It did seem kind of epic, but shouldn't Luffy just be able to use his observation haki to be able to know exactly where Caesar's at? Because observation haki, at least I know, I think NL, when he would use observation haki, he knew where different people were at. So I would think Luffy would be able to do that and be able to say, oh, there he goes right there. I would think he would need to know directions as far as where exactly Caesar is at. So I don't know. I mean, I guess Luffy's not really that good with observation hockey right now, but I mean, it would have been pretty sweet if he would have just known exactly where he was at right then and there. Would have definitely shown for Luffy's growth over the time skip. So I would say, yeah, next chapter, definitely hope that the fight between Luffy and Caesar starts up. Especially since we saw the cliffhanger, Luffy walking up or whatever, and based on what the last note said, I can't remember at this current moment, but I know it said something along the lines of, like basically the fight starting to begin, or Luffy, and Caesar are about to have their confrontation. I'm definitely thinking we're probably going to go back eventually to see what's going on with Virgo, Smoker, all of them. And like maybe we'll see that next chapter. I don't know. But definitely want Luffy versus Caesar to start up. Definitely needs to happen. Definitely hope that it's a good fight. That it's not gonna be boring. Hopefully it's gonna be Oda's gonna keep it pretty entertaining. Maybe we'll see definitely some kind of new move from Luffy. But next week there is no One Piece chapter, so if you guys are wondering why there's no different review up or anything like that, that is the reason why. Yeah, and pretty much this is just my thoughts on this week's chapter. Please leave me your thoughts down in the comment section below on this week's chapter and what you think is going to happen next week. Also, don't forget to go ahead and rate this video. So if you liked it, you can put a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, you can put a thumbs down. The choice is yours, guys. Also, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content and you would like to see more. Also, if you have not seen my Youmacon 2012 footage, I haven't put all of it up as of this date. I'm still putting up different videos, but I do have a few videos up right now, and I'm going to go ahead and link them right down in the box below, so please go ahead and check them out. And that's pretty much it, guys. Also, I want to mention one other thing. If you like A.M.Vs, then you definitely should check out one of my friends. I'm going to go ahead and link him down below. His channel is Ryu Itachi. He definitely has been working hard on trying to put out different A.M.Vs, so I definitely suggest that you go ahead and at least give him a look and see if you want to subscribe to his channel. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.